Hi guys, September 29th, 2020, and I'm back with a new deck review. These were a pre-order. They're actually not out until October 6th, but somehow Book Depository already had them and sent them out to me, so I got them in the post yesterday. I was 40 on Sunday, so these were a birthday present from me to me. They are called the Angel Wisdom Tarot, and it's actually archangels are on them. These are by Radleigh Valentine. It's the usual Hay House 2-piece box where you get the little thumb thingies and you do this. It's a very tall box because the cards are nice and thick and the book is massive. There's beautiful little small pictures of a few of the cards on the back and just the usual little bit of text. The book is 230 pages. It is a massively chunky book. It's all your usual. Wait, now I just find. Okay, so there's introduction, how to work with the Angel Wisdom Tarot, quick reference guide to the cards, magical meanings of the cards, the major arcana, goes through them all. Some of them are, renamed, but we'll get to them. And then there's the minor arcana. They go through the suit of fire, water, air, and earth. And then there's a section on get your bonus gifts, about the artist, about the author, and all that usual lovely stuff. The introduction is done in this kind of, grayed out pages, which is really nice. And it's lovely the way they do the cards. I'll just show you one. So here, for example, the Fool is called the Dreamer. So I'll just read it out for you and I'll explain to you the way it's done. So it says Archangel Metatron in the corner, which I'll show you in a minute. Archangel Metatron is known for watching over very sensitive people, especially children. Here he's watching over the dreamer as he steps through the doorway into his next life. Then it gives you the meaning of the card, and then there's additional meanings. Leaps of faith, a new beginning, exciting opportunities, being your unique self, and a new adventure. And that's what's actually on the bottom of the card. This is a deck of cards with a beautiful picture, the name of the card on the top. There's letters for an archangel on the bottom left, and on the bottom right there's the number of the card. Okay, so I'm going to just go through the majors first. So I'll just take out the majors. Yeah, there we go. So this is the back of the cards. So we have the World surrounded by all the major arcana cards. Okay, so we have the Dreamer, which is the Fool card. And if you see here in the background, so here you have ME for Metatron, here you have 0 because it's the Fool card, and up here you have the Dreamer. And then you have a few little sentences. So it says, a new start, trust yourself, push your fears aside and take a leap of faith. And Archangel Metatron is actually hiding here in the background behind a gated area, and he's keeping an eye on the Fool while he's off on his adventure with his dog friend. So these are absolutely so cool. I love these cards. The next one is the Magician. So again, with the name on top, the number 1 on the bottom right, and on the left and the bottom we have RZ, which is Raziel, which is the psychic angel. And there's all the traditional symbolism in these. When you have them and get to look at them properly yourself, you'll notice all the traditional symbolism. They are very much Rider-Waite based. So we have the High Priestess, which is Archangel Haniel. And there she is sitting on a throne. And instead of the rolled up scroll, she has a book, and the book is open. So this is about it being the time for secrets to be revealed, We have the Empress, which is card number 3, and it's Archangel Gabriel. And you can tell just by the colours of this alone how how it's an earth-based card. The Emperor, which is card number 4, and it's Archangel Michael. And that is Archangel Michael, which is pretty awesome. Wise Counselor, which is the Hierophant, and it's S. I'll have to actually check what archangel that is. Wait now. It does give you a guide at the very start. Somewhere. I will find it. Let me pause a sec. Okay, so the Wise Counselor or Hierophant card is Sandalphon. The S is for Sandalphon. It gives you a little guide here as to what archangels they are, and Radleigh works with the same 15 archangels in the book that what's her name? It's there on my book, Doreen Virtue wrote. So it's the same 15 of the main archangels, you know. So we have the Lovers, and that is Archangel Raphael, and you can see that from the green anyway. We have the Chariot, which is Metatron, and Metatron and Sandalphon, as you may or may not know, are the only 2 archangels that were human on earth before they became archangels. We have Justice, which is Raguel. We have the Hermit, which is Raziel. And Raziel is the psychic angel. Gabriel, which is for the wheel. Gabriel is for communication. Strength. So strength is number 11 in this deck. So Radleigh Valentine decided to put them back to the original numbering. So normally strength is 8, and what's that switched with? Justice? Yeah, so that the opposite way around. So normally strength is 8, it's back to number 11 in this deck because he just felt that they were in the wrong order, the way Smith weighted them, you know. So this is Ariel. I know what some of the archangels are for, and I don't know what others are for, so I need to look some of these up. Awakening is C, Shamuel. So this is Archangel Shamuel. I love how this is done because if you look closely, first of all, there's an archangel hiding up there in the tree to keep an eye on him. But if you look at the bag that he's holding over his shoulder, all his belongings are falling out, and it's all different cards from decks that Radleigh and Doreen did together. So you have the Angel Tarot, and you have the Archangel Tarot, and you have the Animal Tarot, all decks by the 2 of them. So there's cards from his other decks falling out of the guy's bag in the Awakening card, which is the Hanged Man. Release, which is the Death card, is Azrael. Yep. Z is Zadkiel, and it's the Temperance card. I get confused when the names are changed. So this is Balance, but it's the Temperance card. Ego, which is the Devil, and it's Archangel Michael. Transformation, this is really cool. It's Shamuel as well, and instead of transformation is the tower, and instead of the tower falling down, if you look closely up at the top, there's scaffolding, so it's the rebuilding of the tower. So that is pretty awesome of this card. The star is Jophiel. The moon is Haniel as well, because Haniel is the archangel of the moon and all things feminine. So any feminine issues whatsoever or anything to do with the moon, Archangel Haniel is your woman. The Sun card is Archangel Uriel. I love the yellow and brown and gold of this card. It's just a beautiful Sun card. So card 20, which is Judgment, is called Renewal, and it's Jeremiah. And the World is Jophiel. So we move on to the suit of fire, or wands. Now, something else in these ones, top left we have the number, and top right we have the suit. So it says 1, and it shows a little flame, right? Down the bottom left, as with the other cards, you have letters for the archangel. But on the bottom right, you have a number of a major arcana card that it equals to. Okay? So, the 1, which is the ace of fire, is Archangel Metatron, and it's the equivalent of 0, which is the Fool. So the ace of fire is all about having new opportunities and having to just go for it. Take a leap of faith. Don't worry too much about it. Just go for it. Okay. The 2 of wands is the equivalent of card 14 in the major arcana, and it's Archangel Zadkiel. The 3 of wands is Archangel Michael, and it's the equivalent of the Emperor. The 4 of wands, Archangel Jophiel. The 5 of wands, Archangel Jeremiah. The 6 of wands, Archangel Uriel. Sorry, I'm just listening to some sirens going, so I hope everything is all right. And the 7 of wands, Archangel Ariel. The 8 of wands, Metatron. The 9 of wands, Ariel. The 10 of wands, Archangel Michael. I love how these are done, and I love the colours around the borders. So then we have the page, and the page is actually the same as the ace of the suit. So like he was a little boy in the other one, and his dragon was a very small little dragon, and they're all grown up in this page card. So there's no archangels mentioned on the court cards. We have the Knight of Wands, or Fire. The Queen. And the King. Now next we have the suit of swords, or air. So we have the Ace of Swords. And it's 12, which is the Hanged Man. That's Archangel Shamuel. The 2 of Swords is the equivalent of 18, which I believe is the moon, and it's Haniel again. So that would make sense. Three of Swords, Archangel Azrael, and it's 13, which is death. Death is about change. It's about leaving, things to start something new, to live in something new. And this is the 3 of Swords, which is about heartbreak and loss and stuff. So it's about letting stuff go to allow newness to come in. The 4 of Swords I think is beautiful. It's Raziel, which is the psychic angel, and it's number 9, which is the Hermit, which makes a lot of sense because this girl is after taking off her armour. She's sitting in her own quiet space and she's meditating. So it makes sense that it equates to the hermit. And the Five of Swords, Archangel Sandalphon, and it's number 5, which is the Hierophant. Six of Swords, Archangel Gabriel, and it's number 10, which is the Wheel. So it's about the tables turning and, you know, luck coming to you. You can see they're clearly moving away from a space of absolute darkness to a much brighter future. The Seven of Swords, Archangel Raguel, and it's card number 8, which is Justice. I should know these things. Aren't I right? I have to check, sorry. Yes, Justice. Woo. I have an itchy eye. Now, the Eight of Swords. Pardon me. Right. This is really well done too. So it's the Eight of Swords, which is entrapment. It's Shamuel, and it's the same as card number 12. The swords are put into the gate here. So instead of like a fence of swords around her, the gate here is made of the swords. But because she's blinded, she doesn't see that the gate is open. So she only thinks she's trapped because of her blindfold. But if she took the blindfold off, she can see that the gate's open and she can move on. And what it says on the card is the illusion of entrapment, a lack of self-confidence that makes you feel helpless, being afraid to take action, take responsibility for your life now. I think that's a really beautiful card. I love them all, but I think that's awesome. The Nine of Swords is Archangel Michael. Michael is there to protect us at all times. So that's a good one. And it's the equivalent of card number 15 in the Major Arcana. Beautiful sun, moon outside the window. The Ten of Swords is the end of a situation that brings relief, sadness, or both. The opportunity for new happiness, a weight off your shoulders. The end of an addiction, a melodramatic reaction. It's Archangel Azrael, and it's the equivalent of the Death card. So as you can see, she's her bags packed, she's ready to go out the door, and she's left all her swords in this basket inside in the house. So she's leaving them there, she's not taking them with her. She's moving on, she's leaving all her worries behind. The Page of Swords is the Ace of Swords boy all grown up, looking very well, and absolutely beautiful butterflies flying all around him, about for transformation. The Knight of Swords, he's on his horse and he is tearing ahead. Beautiful blast of red in there in the middle. The Queen of Swords on her beautiful throne. Some fabulous colours in that. The King of Swords looks very fed up, but it's a beautiful, beautiful card. Now my favourite suit, which is the Cups. Favourite suit of this deck, I mean. The colours on the outside of this card is just divine. So we have the Ace of Cups, so it's a little mermaid with her little dolphin friend under the water. It's Archangel Haniel, and it's the equivalent of card number 2, which is the High Priestess. Because as we know, cups are about intuition, love, relationships, creativity, all that kind of lovely stuff. So it makes total sense that it's the equivalent of the High Priestess. The Two of Cups is Raphael, and it's the equivalent of number 6, which again makes sense, the Lover's card. Very similar cards. The Three of Cups is beautiful. It's Archangel Uriel, and it's the same as number 19, which... What's 19? I'm never quite 100% sure about these ones. 19 is the Moon. It's Uriel. Beautiful, beautiful Three of Cups. Look at the colours around the edge, these greeny blue, fabulous aqua colours. I love it. The Four of Cups is the equivalent of number 12, which is the Hanged Man again, and it's Archangel Shamuel. So there he is sitting with his cups. There's an archangel behind the tree trying to offer him an opportunity, trying to whisper things to him, opportunities, and he's paying no attention. He's missing everything. Five of Cups is the equivalent of card 16 in the Major Arcana, and it's Archangel Shamuel. And again, two offerings been made at either side here, and he's just standing with hands and hips, having a sulk about the three he's lost. Six of Cups is Zadkiel, and it's the equivalent of number 14 in the majors. The Seven of Cups is the same as number 3 in the majors, which is the Empress, and it's Archangel Gabriel. The Eight of Cups, Jeremiah, and it's card number 20, which is Judgment. And the Nine of Cups, back to Archangel Uriel, and it's the equivalent of card number 19. So here's a genie making all your wishes come true. Nine of Cups. 10 of Cups, Archangel Jophiel, and it's the World, same as the World card. Beautiful 10 of Cups card. Page of Cups, the little girl from the Ace is all grown up, and so is her dolphin. And her cup is overflowing. The Knight of Cups, for cups which are slow moving, he's actually moving along a bit. This Knight of Cups is on a mission. The Queen of Cups, and the King of Cups. These cards are amazing, guys. Now we have the Ace of Pentacles even. So Archangel Azrael and the Magician card. So this is about having an opportunity and basically being the only one that, you know, can go about making that opportunity happen. The Two of Pentacles, balancing things, and it's Archangel Zadkiel. The Three of Pentacles, Archangel Raguel. She's working hard on her statue. The Four of Pentacles, Archangel Michael. The Five of Pentacles, Archangel Sandalphon. The Six of Pentacles, Archangel Jeremiah. Seven of Pentacles, Archangel Gabriel. Eight of Pentacles, Archangel Gabriel again. The Nine of Pentacles, Archangel Uriel. 10 of Pentacles, Archangel Jophiel. And then we have the Page. So the girl from the Ace, all grown up. The Knight of Pentacles, this guy's office horse, and he has plans out, so he's deciding what's happening and how he's going to do it and how he's going to take his time and do it properly and everything. Queen. And last but not least, the King of Pentacles. So I'm absolutely loving this deck. It's oracle sized cards, thicker than your regular, you know, Waite-Smith deck of cards. I have teeny tiny hands, so you know they're a bit harder to use. I can't riffle shuffle with the whole deck, so what I have to do is riffle shuffle half of them and then riffle shuffle the other half of them. So what I'm going to do is I am going to riffle shuffle them now and give them a little shuffle up, and I'm going to pick one for everyone watching. So make sure to give a like. Please do comment. I love reading comments. Let me know all getting on during this COVID-19 business. Let me know what you think of these cards. If you have any questions about them, ask away. They're absolutely well worth buying because they're really, really beautiful cards. I've been learning tarot for a few years, and so I know a lot about tarot. But having said that, I really wanted a deck where there was, just a few sentences explaining the card, just for the sake of it. But the fact that they've archangels on them and they're, marked with a number from the major arcana that the meaning is equivalent to, I think is just awesome. So I am so glad I got this deck. They'd be good for now, like if someone was a bit scared of tarot but at the same time wanted advice, because they're archangels, they're very, they'd be like Caleb Barron reads the good tarot, where it's very gentle deck, so these would be good for someone who mightn't be so much into tarot. You could even take them out and kind of just use them as an oracle deck, no one even need know that they're a tarot deck, really, if they were that worried. So I'm just going to pick one card for everyone watching. So what do we need to know this week? So, and the card is, so it's the Five of Cups. So I'm going to read what's on the card, and then I'm going to tell you what it says in the book. So this is the card, okay? So it says, focusing on the negative, things not turning out the way you anticipated, forgiveness of self or others. Everything happens for a reason. Look for the hidden blessings. So I'm going to find the page in the book. Oh, here we are. So I'm going to hold up the card then and read what it says, okay? So this is the card, and it says, things don't always turn out the way you hope they will. Whether that is bad or even perhaps good depends on how you perceive the situation. Often the universe has a better option for you that you either hadn't considered before or aren't yet able to see as a positive at this time. If you trust that the universe loves you and that there's a reason for all that happens, then you can position yourself to accept the hidden blessings of any challenge. They always say, what is for you will not go past you. And another good one is, rejection is God's protection. So if something doesn't work out, it's God protecting you, or the universe, or the angels, or whatever you believe in, source. It's protection. However, if you were solidly locked in on the negative, then you may miss the silver lining in your circumstances. This card is very much attached to the law of attraction. Focus on the negative, and that's pretty much what you'll experience. Believe in the love of the universe, and you'll be surprised by the good that comes with the situation. This card also indicates the need to remove negative and overly dramatic people from your life. I've been doing a lot of that the last couple of years. And I didn't say, oh, you're too negative, stay out of my life. I've just staying away from them, and then they tend to, drift off. So the additional meanings for the card: sadness, forgiving past mistakes, getting something positive out of a challenging situation, wishing you could change the past, obsession, missing the possibilities, crying over spilled milk. Wisdom card then is in relation to the archangel and to the major arcana number. So whether the unexpected events are big or small, Archangel Shamuel can help you see the good in them. Transformation, card number 16, often brings changes that benefit your life in unforeseen ways. That, of course, card number 16, transformation, is the Tower. So whatever you've lost, like the transformation card in this deck, you just need to rebuild, and rebuild on stable foundations. and not cry over spilled milk, you know, because everything happens for a reason. So that is the Angel Wisdom Tarot by Radleigh Valentine. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful deck. So try to look at another saying is after coming to mind actually. Attitude, or having an attitude of gratitude. So if you're grateful, instead of sulking over what you've lost, turn around and realize what you still have and be grateful for it. And like it says then in the book, the law of attraction, when the universe sees you being grateful for what you have, you will attract more, you know. So that's the message for this week, guys. I hope you liked the deck review. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you're getting on. Give it a thumbs up, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks a million, guys. Bye.